Hello everyone, we have already available the patch notes of the new patch 133 that will be launched in the next 5 of March. So let's check it. We start with the return of Vampiric powers from the Season of Blood with some tweaks to make their power level fit into the Season of the Construct. These powers will be available as legendary aspects in all tiers and in both the Eternal and Seasonal realms. The Vampiric powers that will return are Accursed Touch, Metamorphosis, Blood Boiling, Attic, Undying and Moonrise. In the last season I used most of these Vampiric powers and I really like it. We cannot forget the Gauntlet. The leaderboard challenge will drop on Tuesday 5 March along with this new patch. Then we have some balance updates for unique items and legendary aspects, and most of the updates here are buffs with damage increased. Now we jump for classes updates and we start with the Barbarian. We have also here buffs with damage increase for Bash, Frenzy, Flay and Prime Call of the Ancients, with additional Fury for Battle Bash, ultimate cooldown reduction increase from 1 to 2 seconds for Ground Stop and Fortify amount increase for Iron Skin. Also more buffs for Endless Fury passive and executing glyph and unique item Devastating Grips. If Barbarian is already a very strong class, probably the highest damage and unbalanced class in the game, now will be more powered than ever. Now we go for Druid, the class I'm playing currently in the Season 3. We have some buffs for Earth Spike, Great I'm using, Wind Shear, Claw, First Claw, Maul, Wolves where passive and active damage increase, I'm also using Wolves, Poison Creepers and Ravens. Regarding the passive, we have damage bonus for Quick Shift, Bestial Rampage, Ursine Strength and Perfect Storm. By the end we have buffs for Legendary Aspect, Systematic Shift and unique item Storm's Companion. Now let's talk about Necromancer. We start with buffs for Book of the Dead with increase of damage and life increase for Skeletons and Golem. We have change in skills and we have some devs note about Blood Surge. The goal of these changes are to reduce the opportunity cost of using Blood Surge against fewer numbers of enemies, as well as increasing its overall power, even in scenarios of hitting multiple enemies. Saying this, Blood Surge damage bonus per enemy drained reduced from 10% to 5% and Nova damage increased by 40%. In other skills we have increased damage for Servant Blight, Corpse Explosion, Bone Prison and Blood Wave. Some increased damage in passives such as Dead's Approach, Spike Armor, Dead's Embrace and Hellbound Commander. Paragon will have buffs for Cult Leader Legendary Node and Corporeal Glyph, and legendary aspects such as Hardened Bones and Bloodbath Expert. When we go for the Sorcerer, we have skills buffs for Incinerate, Hydra and Ball Lightning. Ball Lightning that was the main build in Season 2 for Sorcerer. And I used this build with my Sorcerer in Season 2 and I think I will use it again in Season 3 with my Hardcore Sorcerer or Blizzard because it's very strong build. Regarding the passives, we have buffs for Ice Veil, Snap Freeze, Soulfire, Avalanche and Shocking Impact. When we go for Paragon and legendary aspects, we can see buffs several glyphs such as Frostbite, Invocation, Stalagmite, Encounter, Conjurer and Unleash. In legendary aspects we have buffs for Swinging Words and Overwhelming Currents. Last but not least we have Rogue, one of my favorite class in the game and not only in Diablo 4, I'm playing as Rogue in Last Epoch and I'm really enjoying. We have buffs for skills, Heartseeker, Forceful Arrow, Flurry, Rapid Fire and Rain of Arrows. The passives, Paragon and legendary aspects, I highlight the buffs for Precision Infusion, Glyph and some legendary aspects such as Encircling Blades, Branching Voiles and Shadow Slicer. About the unique items, we can check damage bonus for Eagle Horn, Eyes in the Dark and Band of Tickery. We have some update for the Skenesco with devs notes about it. We want the Skenesco to feel strong, but there are certain powers that are overperforming. Additionally, there are a couple of unneeded interactions that are being addressed. Now we can check also some user interface and user experience updates and bug fixes with devs notes. Some items legendary aspects, passive Paragon bonus and skill displayed bugs that allow players to gain more power than intent when we equip and then we equip them. We believe this interaction lead to a worse experience for all players, as it creates the stigma that these bugs must exploit to reach new levels of power. The bugs fixed below address all known instances of these issues. So this is all about the new patch. I bring to you the summary of everything. Please don't forget to share some love by clicking the like and subscribe buttons, and as always, be happy and have fun.